Good morning, you guys. Welcome to this fall reading vlog. We've got our Hocus Pocus mug with our latte. What more could we ask for? Oh, I wanted to show you guys, I don't know if I've shown these in a vlog before, but how cute are these little crocheted pumpkin coasters? I got them like at a Halloween farmer's market type of thing. They're my favorite coasters by far when it comes to the fall season, obviously. But yeah, hi, hello. We are starting a reading vlog because I need to get through my October TBR, because when I tell you my September TBR, I left until the last second. I think I only read one book off my September TBR, and it was One Dark Window. And I didn't even get to it until the end of September. And now it's October, obviously. And I was like, okay, I want to try my hardest to actually get through more than one book on my October TBR. So that's the vibe this month, is that we're trying to actually get a decent amount of reading in, because last month it did not go the way that I had planned it. So we are starting the reading vlog off today with Two Twisted Crowns, which is the second book in the Shepherd King's duology, I think is what it's technically called. So the first book to this one is One Dark Window. And so I need to get this one done before I can start on another book. But then at the same time, I am also listening to Play Nice by Rachel Harrison, which is a new release, just came out. But anyways, listening to that on Spotify, and that's been pretty good so far. I think I'm 51% through it. Rachel Harrison tends to definitely focus a lot on relationship dynamics in all of her books, I feel like, mixed with like some sort of supernatural or horror aspect. And so in this one, we're following the youngest of three sisters, and their mother and father had gotten divorced, and the mom moved into a potentially haunted house, or at least that's what the mother said. The way the girls remember it, it was like mom was crazy and didn't treat us well, but the mother wrote a book about the house and wrote about all the ways that it's haunted. So in the book, we're following the youngest girl who doesn't remember much from the time growing up in that house, and she, for reasons, ends up being in that house for a little bit as an adult. Like, some stuff starts happening. She starts to think, oh, maybe the house really was haunted. That's kind of where I'm at now, is like, is it not? Which is kind of throughout the whole book. But from my perspective, her books, even though they have that kind of supernatural / horror aspect, they're definitely more, I feel like, in their deepest roots, it's more about the relationship dynamics between the people within the family, at least specifically in this book. It's an entertaining read. Is it a 5 stars so far? Not really, but I am enjoying my time listening to it. So talking about Two Twisted Crowns, I'm not going to say much because obviously it's the second book in a duology, so I can't really tell you anything about the second book. But what I will say is that the duology is like a fantasy romantasy type of deal, and I absolutely loved the first book, so I'm super excited to get into this one. The way that the first book ends makes it so that there's no possible way that the second book could read like the first one did. So I was like, what are they going to do? How are they going to tackle this? And I understand now what they're doing, and it's cool. It's interesting. I like the way that I feel like in the second book we get to dive into more of the characters that we kind of meet in the first book, but we don't necessarily follow. I feel like we get to hear more from them and about them in this book so far. I'm literally only on chapter 3. But yeah, so I'm excited to keep reading this one. That's kind of what my focus is going to be today, is just getting through Two Twisted Crowns. And then after that, if you guys watched my October TBR video, I have quite a bit to choose from. I think I'm going to save a lot of the horror books though for reading only horror for a week, which I'll probably do that vlog next week. So for this one, it's just a cozy fall reading vlog, so I'll probably pick more cozy vibes. But that's kind of the vibes for this vlog, is we're just gonna have a cozy chill time for this week, and we're gonna see what books I get through, and it should be fun. Welcome to the cozy fall reading vlog. But to start things off, I actually yesterday went to kind of like a farmer's market, but a little bit different, where a lot of merchants come out on the first of every Sunday, and it's kind of like a farmer's market, but technically it's not the farmer's market because that happens on a different day. Anyways, we had that yesterday, and I have a little haul. It's very minimal, but I do have some things to show you. Fox Hollow Place, a nook for book lovers. I don't know if they have a physical space or not. As I was looking around at the stuff, I was like, this is so cool, because she had so many blind date with a books, and she also had bookmarks and hats. I did get a couple things. And before I show you guys that though, I wanted to show you, I got this like 2 weeks ago at just one of the shops near me, and I just wanted to show you guys because I thought it was so cute for like the season. Is that not, I'm a sucker for anything cutesy and crocheted. But yeah, okay, so that is its own thing. But now let's get into the Fox Hollow like bookish little haul. So I did snatch up a blind date with a book, so we will open that. But I did get one other thing that I want to show you guys first before I open it. I was looking at the hats, all right, and I saw this like jean material. I love this kind of wash on a jean, and I only have one hat. So I got very excited because they had hats with very cute stuff on them. So I haven't shown you guys what's on it because I just think it's so funny and so cute. All right, I'm gonna show you. Hopefully the camera's picking it up, but it says, "I look better bent over a book." Should I try it on? I haven't even tried it on yet. Watch it like not fit or something or look terrible on me. Let's see. What do we think? I can't tell on camera if I look bad in it or not. Is it cute? What do you guys think? Okay, that's enough of that. Hopefully now I don't have hat hair, but whatever. So anyways, I got that and I was so excited about it because I thought it was so cute. So that was one of the things. Now let's open the blind date with a book. Blind date with a book, adult, so not young adult or anything like that. But genre is fake dating frenemies, which is, if you know me, you know I love fake dating and I love enemies to lovers or frenemies, if you will. So, okay, so let me read you guys the little description. Oh my gosh. Okay, well that's one of the stickers. I'll just show you guys that. Very cute. She has great taste in friends, felines, and fruit tarts. But there's one thing the baker and co-owner of a cat cafe knows for sure. She has terrible taste in men. Case in point, a charming man she shared a one-night encounter with. Despite his nice guy persona and crooked smile, she's convinced he's just a womanizer. So why did she pick him to fake date to get her parents off her back about being single? He may give relationships a hard pass, but he's not about to say no to a pretend romance. She's brilliant, hilarious, and best of all, willing to help him fend off his mother's endless questions about his love life. But as their fake dating escalates, they quickly realize they may have gotten much more than they bargained for. What if what started as make-believe is actually real forever kind of love? That's the little description of the book. I'm wondering if you guys can guess what the book is based on that. Comment it below, but I have literally no idea. So I must not have ever heard of this book, or it'll be funny if I have and I am like, oh, okay. The stickers on this one aren't my favorite, but it was definitely the one description that I liked the most. The stickers are cute, don't get me wrong, but like some of the other stickers were way cuter. Then we have like a little review card. Ooh, I love this. Okay, I do love this bookmark. It says Romance Readers Book Club, rose lemonade and heart-shaped cookies provided, lifetime member admit one. This made it for me. Like I would rather have this than any of the stickers. This is so cute. I'm definitely gonna use that every time I'm reading romance. All right, let's open it. I'm gonna let you guys see it first. What is it? What is it? Can you guys see it? What is it? I have never heard of this book. Oh, I love when it's a book I've never heard of. Oh, I'm so excited. How cute is that cover? Okay, so it's Finding Mr. Perfect, romantic chemistry that sparkles on the page. Frenemies plus fake dating equals falling for the wrong person. ... for all the right reasons. I love that. Okay, I think I'm gonna love this one. So that was it for my little haul. And now we are just going to keep drinking my latte and read for a bit. Then I will update you guys once I get a little bit further into the book, because again, I'm literally only on chapter 3 and I need to get further. But yeah, so that's kind of on the agenda for this week, is to read a lot. Yeah, we'll just see where this week takes us. But welcome to the vlog and let's get cozy. Hey guys, update time. I have finished Two Twisted Crowns. I did not update you guys throughout literally any of it. Honestly, it was really hard to find times to update you guys when it's the second book in a series, because I was just like, well, I don't want to give spoilers, blah, blah, blah. I loved the romance part of it and everything like that, and the fantasy aspect. I mean, I liked everything about it. I felt more invested in the first book, and in this one, I still felt invested, but just not nearly as much. So overall, I really did like it, and I gave it 4 stars compared to the first book giving it 5 stars. But now we get to pick our next book, which is one of my favorite parts just of like finishing a book is my dog's chewing on his chew. If you hear that noise, that is what that is. He was literally so quiet, and then as soon as I turned the camera on, he was like, and mama, I need to chew my chew. And it's like, okay, whatever. Let's pick the next book. I have a feeling that I know what I want to pick, but we'll get into it. Say hi to everyone, Ollie. Say hi. Sorry. I just have to chew really loud. Hey guys. And there we go. Look at your cute little face. Okay, I went over and grabbed some of the books off of my TBR. So this is off of my October TBR. So we've got 1 book down, quite a few more to go. I hope to have at least like 4 reading vlogs this month, basically just weekly of trying to get my October TBR read because I have so much on my October TBR. It's crazy. So with that being said, the 4 books that I'm trying to choose between, because I am planning to do only reading horror books next week. So I'm not going to read any this week just so that I don't get burnt out on them before I even start the horror reading vlog. So we are gonna wait on all of those ones. But I have Daisy Hates the Great Undoing, so could do that one. We have Finding Mr. Perfect, which is the one that you guys saw earlier that was the blind date with a book. We have Fake Skating by Lynn Painter, which is like a cutesy high school romance, I believe. And we have We Love You Bunny, which is the prequel to Bunny by the same author and was a 5-star read for me earlier this year. So when I think about all these 4, I think the 2 that I'm mostly thinking about choosing between is these 2, because after reading the Romantasy and like that finishing, now all I want is another hit of romance. These are gonna be the ones that will give me that feeling. I have to say, you guys, there is something about Lynn Painter, I told you, I will say this until the day I die, better than the movies and nothing like the movies. That duology, that romance duology by Lynn Painter, I can't explain or describe the feeling of euphoria when reading those books. I don't know why. I don't know if that's weird or if that's like a hot take or if everyone reads them and feels that way, but the way that I felt reading those, there is something pulling me to Fake Skating. Like I feel like I need to read this next because if it's anything like better than the movies, like I'm gonna fall in love. That's what I want. So I think I am gonna go with Fake Skating. I think after this one, I'll probably do this one, but just knowing that I still have this one to read, that's what I'm like. I feel like if I don't read this one now and I start this one, the whole time I'm reading this, I'm gonna be like, I wish I was reading Fake Skating. So I'm like, okay, I just need to start this one. So next book in our little reading vlog this week, I am so excited to start reading. Hey guys, okay, it's a couple days later and I have finished 2 books. Here's the thing, okay, let me catch you guys up with what's been going on. So after I finished 2 Twisted Crowns, I picked up Fake Skating. Well, the day that I picked this up, you best believe I finished it that night. I literally stayed up late once again reading Lynn Painter. Every time I start a Lynn Painter book, I finish it in a day because I literally cannot wait. Like I cannot wait. I am so hooked. I cannot say enough good things about this book. So, and just to give you guys a little like teaser of what it's about, because I highly recommend 5 stars, 6 stars even. I just love Lynn Painter's writing. I think that's what it is, because this story could have been told by someone else, and if it was told in a different way, I probably wouldn't have enjoyed it, but it's the way that she writes just sucks you in. Our main guy, our main girl, they kind of grew up together, not entirely, because it was kind of like during the summer they would spend, I think, just a month during the summer together every year when they were growing up. And then cut to something happens to where the girl is the one visiting because it's her grandfather that lives in the place where the male main character lives. The girl couldn't come back and they were going to keep writing these postcards to each other because it was a cute little thing they did, and both of them stopped writing them, or at least they both think they stopped writing them to each other. So both of them were kind of feeling ghosted by the other one, not knowing that possibly maybe they hadn't been ghosted. Anyways, so they're both kind of mad at each other, you know, and they move on, whatever. But cut to senior year of high school, the girl ends up moving back to where the boy lives and ends up going to school with him. And now, instead of being like the nerdy boy that she grew up with, now he's like the best hockey player in the whole school and and like he could go pro and things like that. So he's like kind of the hot shot now in school, and she's still like, her dream is to go to Harvard. I guess she's also very attractive. She has grown into quite a woman, quite a beautiful woman. She ends up going to the same school with him, and they both start off being kind of annoyed / like mad at the other one for things that they think they've done that maybe they haven't. I don't know. You'll see. Then something comes about to where they have to start fake dating because it benefits both of them in some ways. From there, a love story is told, and it is so... I highly recommend. This is my kind of romance where even if there's not fantasy in it, because a lot of the times I'm more lean towards romantasy, but when it comes to romance, like this is the blueprint for me. Like and it doesn't, the fact that it's in high school has nothing to do with it. It's more of just the way that she writes the romance. It is so good. The banter is so good. So anyways, highly recommend. Honestly, like 6 stars. 6 stars. I ate it up, and it was just as good as her other one, which sometimes it like authors, you know, you'll read books by them and like some are better than others. So far, all of the books I've read by her have been 5 stars. Like she has hit every time. Like she's so good. I love her. I finished this one, so I picked up Finding Mr. Perfect, and I started this one just a little bit. I'm 78 pages in, and so far, so this is the one I got in the blind day with a book earlier in the vlog, and I wanted to do this one because this is supposed to be more of like a cozy vibes vlog, and I felt like this was the perfect book for that. But I will say that I was just not vibing with it, and I think it's the writing for me, but I also think it may just be the time of year. This starts out with both the female and the male main characters on vacation in, I think, Cancun, if I remember correctly. So it starts with that, and that to me is just so summer vibes that it's kind of taking me out of it just because I'm so in the fall vibes right now. And then it keeps mentioning that a cat cafe Christmas, it keeps kind of mentioning that throughout the beginning of the book, and I think that's like the first book in this series, because I think in the Cat Cafe Christmas by the same author, it follows the best friend of both the female and the male main character in this one. But it seems like it focuses more on the cafe, and I'm like, see, that seems like more the vibe right now, even though it's not Christmas. Like, I'd rather be reading that. I'm not gonna just DNF this one completely, but I think I am gonna put it away for now and move on to something else because it's just not gripping me. And the way that the characters are talking to each other, it's just not even close to as good as Fake Skating already. And I'm just like, I don't know, I can't go from that to this right now and be entertained. Like, I'm just so bored with this book. It's just, there's a lot of things that the characters are doing that to me, I'm not, like, I'm just like, that doesn't make sense to me, or I don't think people would actually talk that way or do that. That's just kind of how I'm feeling with this one so far. So don't love it. So then after that, like I said, it's been a hot second. So then after that, I was like, okay, I need to pick something else up. And I ended up starting Alchemized because I just love this cover, so it kept calling to me. Oh my god, my hair is just doing crazy things. It does crazy things every day. Why am I acting like this is so different? Like, it's not. Anyway, so I picked this one up, and I am almost 100 pages in, and I'm really liking it so far. But so this author is the author that wrote Manacled, which is a Draco and Hermione fan fiction, I guess. I have not read that, and so I'm not sure how similar this is to Manacled, but it is kind of fun because I do keep seeing similarities between, like, oh, that's probably supposed to be like that from Hogwarts, and like that's from Harry Potter, kind of, but like different. So that's kind of fun to pick those things out throughout the book so far. It is a bit confusing starting off. So what I've gathered about it so far is not much. I'm almost 100 pages in and I'm still a little confused because I'm not quite grasping. There's like science, I guess, stuff in it that I've never been someone that can like understand that immediately and like get what you're talking about. I've just never been that person. So some of the sciencey stuff and like talking about metals and things like that, and I don't know if it's like the chemistry aspect of it, because I don't know if any of that's true because I don't know much about any of that. I don't comprehend that stuff very well. So I'm having a little trouble like piecing that stuff together of like how the magic world works. That I'm having a little trouble with so far, but again, not even 100 pages in, close to it, but not yet. So I'm thinking that as the book goes on, because it opens up with kind of a mystery where it's like we don't really know who our character is yet, and neither do the people that are talking to her, and they're trying to figure out why her brain looks different than it should. And there's lots of different, it's hard to explain, and it's kind of one that I feel like you just have have to go into and just like, don't be too intimidated and just read it and have fun with it. Cause that's what I've been doing, is just trying to not think too hard about like, do I understand every little thing that's being said? It's more like, okay, let me read through this, because the thing is I can always reread it as well if there's something that I feel like I didn't grasp. Plus, after I read it, I'm sure I'm going to look up other people's reviews on it, and that might just give me insight and help me see some of the things that I maybe missed. But anyways, so I am really liking it though. Like, her writing style I find very gripping. Like, I'm enjoying my time with it, and it does feel like a fantasy read that I might give 5 stars. So far this is giving 5-star quality, but we're only on page like 80 something, so we will see as I keep reading. For my next reading vlog though, I am doing a reading only horror, so I think I might have to pick this one back up after a week of not reading it, and I'm kind of scared that I'm gonna forget stuff, but I'll try to get as much read this weekend as I can, but I don't think I'm gonna have that much time since I have to edit this vlog that I'm filming right now. That's where we're at with this. But yeah, okay, so that's all those books. And then I actually also finished yesterday, I finally finished Play Nice by Rachel Harrison on audiobook, and I liked that one. I ended up giving it 4 stars. Like, I thought about it for a little bit and I was like, yeah, you know what? I feel like a lot of the time I end up giving Rachel Harrison books 4 stars, like 3 or 4, just because I enjoy her books. I find them entertaining, but they always kind of just lack something. I don't think they lack something in general, like that everyone would be happier with the books if they had this specific thing in them. I don't think it's that. I think it's just that it's just my particular reading taste, that they're just lacking something for me personally. But yeah, so I think it's very much a preference thing for Rachel Harrison, because it's not like there's anything I would change about it or anything that I thought was wrong with it. It was more of just like, it was entertaining, but it didn't wow me, and it was fun, but it wasn't addicting. Like, I didn't find myself being like, I need to know what happens next. But also, like, not all books are going to be like that, so that's totally fine. But yeah, so I kind of gave it 4 stars because it was very okay, kind of predictable. But yeah, okay, so that is all the books I've read in this vlog. This was such a good reading vlog, reading wise. Like, I didn't get much B-roll or like cozy footage, which I'm kind of like about, like, I wish I would have gotten more, but you know what, it didn't happen organically, and that's fine. You know, I'm not gonna beat myself up about it, but I am hoping for the next reading vlog to get a lot more like not cozy B-roll, because it's a horror reading vlog, but I feel like even my horror reading vlogs are gonna still be like cozy vibes. So I will try to get some cozier B-roll then, but I just like, I was reading so much this week that I didn't pick up the camera because I was so into my books. So, which I think is a win. But just to go over what we read, so we got Two Twisted Crowns, we gave it 4 stars. Fake Skating, we gave 5 to 6 stars. Finding Mr. Perfect, we tried, weren't loving, and we'll probably just try this again in another season, maybe in summer. We started Alchemized and I'm really loving it so far, but I will continue this on in a different reading vlog. And we listened to and finished Play Nice by Rachel Harrison and gave that one 4 stars. So this was great because it was a lot of 4 and 5 stars. There was nothing less than that, which is great, except for Finding Mr. Perfect. But the nice thing is that I do feel like I can pick it up at another time. But anyways, okay, I love you guys. I hope you enjoyed this reading vlog. If you read any of the books that were in this reading vlog, let me know what your thoughts were in the comments below. Let me know any books you think I would love that you have loved in the comments, because I'm always looking for more book recommendations. And I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week. I love you so much, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.